This demonstration is for the ankle injuries. This is going to be the posterior ankle splint. Your measurement will be, now for lower extremities I tend to use a 4-inch elastic bandage. And what I do, I place it at the middle of the arch, and looking down at it, if I see a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch on both sides, 4 inches fine for her leg. If not, then you size up to 5. My length will be 2 inches below the popliteal, behind the knee here, and then 2 inches beyond the toes. Give yourself a nice toe plate. I'm going to fold this back, but I want to go 2 inches beyond the toes. That gives you a really good reinforced toe plate. So that's my measurement. Come over to your dispenser, pull it up, pull out your product, measure from the end of the foil, even though it's pushed back in. This is where you last cut it now. Remember that. You want to cut it as close to the box as possible. Put all 4 fingers into the product, into the foil, back in, and then bring the door down so your fingers touch it, and then remove your fingers and slide it down and make sure that red line is gone. That's a good seal. Okay, now we want to stretch the edges. Don't forget, always stretch the edge of the padding over the fiberglass. So just grab both ends at the same time, stretch, turn, and stretch. And remembering, you can always open this up, it's double-faced tape, and just cut the end off. Okay, this is plenty of padding right there. So that's an option for you all. I'm going to wet this. And because this is 4-inch, I tend to just zigzag it the width of the splint. It just covers more of the splint, as you can see. And then I'll just push that through by rolling it, lean on it, that pushes the water through, and then roll it up in your towel. Now again, the towel is very important. That removes all the excess moisture from the padding, so it goes on fairly dry. And I place it on the dry side of the towel, and I do that a second time, so I really get the moisture out. Now coming back over to the patient, you might want to pad some of the bony prominences, and what I tend to do is just pad it loosely around the ankle, a couple of figure eights, just around the bony prominence, okay? You can pad the heel. A little more comfort for the patient. And then taking your splint. Now I like to start 2 inches below the popliteal. Start there, because if it's any longer than you want it to be, your reinforcement's down here, not up here. So start there first and reinforce that toe plate. Okay? Now let this drop. A lot of people get concerned with this being up there. Don't worry about this. Bring this down. Half your problem will be with the bandage. So start that first. Okay? Start this first, just like so. And then when you place it on the patient, you're halfway there. Come across the toes, secure your splint, and now you just walk it up. The foot first, let that hang, you got plenty of time. And now bring this up, come around the back of the Achilles, okay, skipping your corners, because now I'm coming down on this side, you fold the ball, you can't really see, so I'm going to show you. This goes in, tuck on the outside, and catch it down. I'll show you the same thing on this side here. Fold the bottom in, tuck on the outside, and catch it on the up. Just like you're wrapping a present, okay? Nice and small. Don't just crimp them. Fold and tuck smoothly, and then walk it up. Now we'll take a second bandage, normally. And just continue where you stopped, and just walk it up the leg now. 50-50 coverage, pulling on the splint, relaxing on the patient. cup the heel, making sure the patient stays at 90, okay? All 5 toes are exposed and protected. Now what I like to do to maintain this position for me, I take some tape, I place it right here at the metatarsal heads, even on both sides, and then I'll just go ahead and bring the patient up to 90, crisscross, to the very top of the splint, and I take it here in the middle, and I twist it. Little turnbuckle effect. That brings the patient up to 90. It maintains it, so you don't have to come back and redo it because the patient has dropped their foot. So you just want to tape them up to 90, and that prevents any type of plantar flexion. And that's a conventional posterior ankle splint.